Mr. Brijesh Ail of IDBI Capital Markets. A very good morning to you, Brijesh. Thank you for joining us here on News 9. Now, on Monday, me and Amit were just talking about how we had lost all that was recovered in the previous two sessions. Today, we have had a very strong start. So, what are you making of these wild swings? Do you think yesterday's pullback was just that, a one-off pullback?
Yeah, morning, Suyash. So yesterday there was a correction. There, basically, from the technical term, we will term this as a distribution. After the after this, the recent run up, I think this is the profit booking which Nifty saw yesterday. So if you have put from the charts perspective, the levels are broken. So it almost came to 21,500 level too. I think 21,517 was the close for the Nifty. So with this, for maybe for this week specific, I believe 21,800 is likely to be the cap. So that level, it doesn't look like it will be taken out very easily. We are of the opinion that today what we are seeing is just a breather of yesterday's correction. So today is a slight pullback is what we are seeing. There is a fear. I think maybe that 21,500 might be broken, and I sense 21,300. That can be the projected support for the week. This is what my view is. 21,300 to 21,800. This would be the range for the Nifty. My view will go wrong if 21,800 is taken out on a closing basis. So as long as 21,800 is not taken out, I am going to be cautious on the market from the profit booking point of view, and I would be looking to add my longs whenever the Nifty approaches close to 21,300 level. Those are the areas where I will again start looking for the positional long trades. And the trading bets, I believe I can keep trading in the with a very stock specific approach. I can take the view, but then directionally, I would like to wait for some correction. Even the one of the main reason is if I look at the FI index data, so both in Nifty futures and Bank Nifty futures, FI has sold yesterday. It has been a huge, big chunk of selling which we saw in yesterday. So I think today, by any chance, if there is a further correction, okay, I believe because of the global market and everything, the markets are up. But I will view this as a breather of yesterday's correction, and we would like to wait. Same for the Bank Nifty, 48,000 is a very major trigger. It's a resistance. Only if 48,000 is taken out, then I will go aggressive long on the Bank Nifty. Till then, it will be a very stock specific trades within the Bank Nifty. Axis and Indus are the two stocks which can be bought whenever there is a correction. But then one has to be cautious, is what I believe, at least for the current week.
All right, and in an otherwise buoyant market, one stock that is not doing so well is, Zee Entertainment. Shares of Zee Entertainment, in fact, opened about 10% lower in early trade today, after reports yesterday suggested that Sony may, after all, is planning to call off that $10 billion merger that has been in work since 2021. Now, the company, at least the reports that we are reading, they suggest that Sony is looking to cancel the deal over a standoff on whether Puneet Goenka will continue to lead the merged entity. But, coming back to the stock, this is one of the worst falls we have seen in recent memories. The stock was doing fairly well in the last few months on reports of this potential merger taking place. What's your initial thoughts on these reports? And, after the 10% sort of a correction, can we expect further pullback from here on?
Suyash, from the sentiment point of view, it is negative. But for the positional player, I think this is it's the best opportunity because if I do look from the technical perspective, the value of this 200-day moving average comes close to 232 mark. And today, whatever the corrections we are seeing at, I think right now it's close to 250 levels. This is a beautiful opportunity because the long term this parameters for the Zee Limited remains extremely positive because our analyst has a very strong opinion that the consensus expectations would be somewhere close to 48% CAGR, which is the bottom line for the Zee. So we are extremely positive. For the somebody who wants to take a positional view, I believe one should take that call. Maybe there won't be a trading opportunity. Maybe it might again come by another 10 odd points on the down from the current level. But this is a very strong positional bet.
Good morning, Brijesh. Another stock which saw a surge of almost 10% yesterday was Honasa, the mother brand of Mama Earth. And it was on the back of one big sale involving 32.6 lakh shares that took place, which accounts for almost 1% of the company. It peaked at around 490.2 yesterday. Today it had gone up to as much as 496, and even as we speak, it's back to around 490 levels. Has it peaked, or is it still a buy for the investors?
It will be too difficult because it's very limited chart. But if I look from the trend perspective, it has broken its previous high. So basically, it is in uptrend. Somebody who has a long-term view can, I think, can get into the stock. But somebody who wants to play for that momentum trade or trading opportunity, I think those should avoid. Positional players may have their positions holding to this counter.
All right, and another stock that we would want to touch on is Paytm. Now, on December 7, we saw about a 19% or so crash after the company decided to, close some of its lending businesses. But from there on, we have seen a good bit of recovery. The stock in a matter of 16-17 sessions is up about 15% from the low, but still about 15-16% from the levels it was at before this fall. Now, do you expect this recovery to continue, or pullback is due from these levels?
Suyash, I think there can be recovery. So whatever the news which we are hearing for the Paytm, and from the charts perspective, there was a gap down on the 7th of December. So with that gap needs to be filled, and the value of the 200-day moving average comes at 790 marks. So I think somewhere this gap will be filled in the near future. So I think I would like to take the buy trades today. The counter is down, maybe close to 650 levels. Whenever it comes to 650 level, I think I will play for 100, 150 points on the higher side. We have positional, like we have a positive bias for the stock.
Okay, Brijesh, what would you recommend for the investors today, the stocks in your bag?
Yes, very selected, since I'm not very positive in the market. The selected stocks, for example, Elecon Engineering, something which is good on charts, given a range breakout. I think one can buy the current price with a stop loss of 960 for the target of 1050. So again, maybe 10-15 days kind of time frame. It's a positional kind of a trade. Next one, which we were tracking, was Phenolics Phenolics Industries at 236 level. We can go long with the stop loss of 221 for the target of 265. Again, the directional call. And one more is the Kalyan Jewelers. Again, this has seen some good momentum and the volumes coming at the current level, and it didn't correct with the overall market. I think that can be some further upside. We can buy the current price of 372, 370, that with the range stop of 360 and target of 398.
All right, those are the top picks from Brijesh Iyer in this current market, which is turning out to be quite choppy. Brijesh, always a pleasure talking to you. Thank you for joining us here on News 9.